Hello, so here we are going to install Python Flask. We are going to be using Flask, a micro framework, uh, to deal with servers in Python. It's good, it's cool, it's lightweight, I love it. But first, let's turn on our virtual environment. Activate. And now let's pip install Flask. It will take a little while because I don't have enough internet. It's slow. Uh, my Flask is installed. Also, I would like to install, but before I install, I also would like to install request. Pip install requests, just in case. Even though Python has those capabilities available to you, this Flask server and this Flask micro framework is very useful and is cool. And request is also a very nice module to deal with requests. And we are going to be creating a RESTful API, a RESTful server app. Okay, they will be handling RESTful resources. Yes, that's like JSON style. Okay, now let's pick freeze. We can do this anytime we want. We don't have to requirements and good. Okay, so you created the file in server.py. If you want, you can call it app.py. It's up to you. Most of the time, the default name will be app.py. I will call it server.py for now. And on the top, you can have documentations, multiple line documentation. So put author, it's up to you how you put it. Created, date when it was created today. Etc. Description, I don't have any description just right now. Now let's import the Flask framework. You can either call it from there are different ways to import Python for the Flask framework. Let's do this from Flask import Flask. Good. Now I import the Flask, the class Flask from the module Flask. Now I want to create an app, so I can call it any name I want. I can call it my app, any name. So I'll call it app for now. I'll call it server app. I'll call it just app. And then I call the constructor for Flask, the Flask constructor, and I pass in name underscore name. It could be the name of your app. And then on here I will just put in here, I will use roots. So Flask uses RESTful dispatchers. So it's all about resources and roots, right? So in order for you to access the root, so you put the decorator at root, and then you pass the root. It could be, it doesn't matter if I make a double quotes or single quotes, because Python 3 takes it as equal. Then I'll put the tab, you can call it home or any name you want. I'll call it home, and do anything you want just there. If you go here, this is very quick for now, and return hello. Anything you want. Done. So now on my home page there is going to be just a word saying hello. So let's check it out. Let me see the time. Yep, we have time. So there are different ways to run your server app. You can either write code in here, or now if you have the latest version of Python and the latest version of Flask, then let's do this. Let's just use command. Okay, so this is called server. Make sure. So we gotta do look, our environment, virtual environment is on. I activated it before, and let's just set the Flask app, Flasking. Let's create a variable, constant variable called Flask app, and let's set it to server app, the server.py, the name of our app that we want to run. Oh, lowercase. You know, it's case sensitive and sometimes. Server.py, and there we set it up the server, the Flask app to be server.py, and then right now we are now on production. If we are not on production, then we gotta set this like Flask underscore env and I put in here development. Development. Cool. Now I can just do Flask run. And there you go. We are on the development environment and we are running on this the local host, which is 127.0.0.1 and on the port 5000. That's the default value of it. If I put in here, that's the default value of it. Okay, if I put in here, if I put 127.0.0.1 column 5000, sorry, I put one pipe that should not be there. There you go. So we can see hello in the top. So that's our homepage, right? Now, if you don't want to put 127, you can put localhost. It's up to you. So let me show you. Local host is the same thing, the same address. It will be the same. Localhost in here, column, the port number. Okay, that's it.